So I know that in your opinion, you think everybody should have a termite inspection or a wood destroying, you call it a WDI inspection?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, wood destroying insect inspection. But what does that actually entail?
So the WDI is a visual inspection of the entire property. The inspector will take a walk around the property and look at the foundation, looking for any conducive conditions that might be in place, which there's a whole slew of them. One of the biggest things we see is standing moisture and form boards left in place at the foundation, both of which are basically food for termites. They are what is going to attract termites to the home. Any decaying wood, firewood stored against the house, any wood bundles that is stored against the home, termites are going to gravitate towards. So once they start eating on that, and that no longer supplies them with the proteins that they need, they're going to go to the next best thing, which is the structural wood of your home. So when we're doing that inspection, we'll make references to remove that wood, whether it be the form boards or firewood, put fill dirt in along the foundation. But not only the foundation, but we're looking up around the eaves, specifically between April and August. We're looking for swarmers. During those times, swarmers are heavily active. So if we see swarmers and they're coming through and they're landing on the building in specific areas and they're gravitating towards one specific entry point, we'll notate that in a report. And those are going to be areas that you're going to want to have someone with the professional treatment license to come out and take a look at. On the interior of the home, we do the same thing. We're looking in the plumbing areas. Oftentimes, termites can come up through the foundation. The plumbing areas are left as an open void underneath the floor, so they're not fully concreted in. So often termites will come up through the floor, get next to the plumbing pipes where it might stay wet, and they'll come in and eat at the base of the cabinets or any form boards that are left in those specific areas. And then outside of that, we're looking in window seals where they may come in. Oftentimes you'll find swarmers that have come in and died in the window seal. We can identify from that what type of termite it may be. And then there's areas that we try to do our best to inspect in, but are kind of limited to the inspection. Throughout the attic space, under insulation through the attics, there's certain areas of the attics that just aren't accessible. We do our best. Sometimes we can't get it all.
Right.
But the termite inspection is very thorough and it is separate from the home inspection. So we can do it coupled with a home inspection at the same time. It adds on about 20 minutes of extra time to do that inspection and write that report. Or we can do it as a standalone. So if you've got your preferred inspector that does home inspections, but he doesn't do termite, call us up, let us know, we can come and do that. Standalone termites do take a little bit longer as we're not inside looking at everything else in the house. So we're doubling back, looking at all the plumbing areas, looking at foundation inside the attic and so on.
Okay. And are there any tips that you would give to homeowners to help prevent wood destroying insects?
Yeah, this is Texas. Biggest thing is it's not a matter of if you're gonna get termites, it's when.
Okay.
It might be 20 years from now, it might be 2 weeks from now. Termites can pop up overnight and they can build an inch an hour of a mud tube. So you can go to bed one night having a crystal clear foundation, wake up the next day and have mud tubes going up the side of your house. The best thing to do is preventative treatment. So have a trenchless treatment done or have treatment bait stations installed. That's the best advice that money can buy.
Okay, and then keep wood stacks away from the house.
Yes, yeah, all that firewood, tree bundles. Oftentimes people will take materials from the garage and lean them up against the side of the house and just, well, you know, that'll do. And it will sit there for months at a time. That creates a cold, kind of arid space where it's not necessarily dry from the sun drying it out. Termites will come up behind that and make their way inside the house, unbeknownst to us.
Are you talking about wood products or like any products they just up and leave against the house?
Yeah, any type of product that shelters that space from the sun. Termites don't like direct sunlight. So if there's a shaded area, someone's leaned a canoe up against, a kayak, they've thrown a tarp up and they're trying to grow plants or whatever it is. Anything that's up against the side of the house, people will build the little plastic containers for outsourced storage. They'll put those right up against the side of the house. And more often than not, we go and remove those from the side of the house and there's termite tubes there.
Wow. Okay, a lot of good tips and really scary.